I hate to be the one who has to say this, but it's time for you to take full accountability for your life and stop blaming other people for the position that you are in right now. Now, look, I'm going to make this short and sweet for all of you, and there's a very clear takeaway I want you to leave this video with that will hopefully improve your life for years to come. Now, before we dive into this, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel as a way to basically talk about the things I'm going through, the mistakes I'm making, in an effort to make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself just a little bit faster. Now, there was this book that I read that really drove this principle home for me, and that was called Extreme Ownership. Now, extreme ownership is essentially the principle of no matter what situation you're in, no matter how you are feeling, and no matter who was at fault in the situation, finding what you did wrong as opposed to blaming others for things going wrong. Oftentimes we are so quick to judge other people and blame other people because it's the easy thing. It lets us off the hook. If we're at work saying, oh yeah, this person didn't do things right. This person delayed me. I was waiting for this person to do this thing. If you maybe run late somewhere and you have a partner, oh yeah, we're late because they were getting ready. They took too long. Our gut instinct in every single situation is to blame other people. But here's what it talks about, and here's what I have learned very prevalently firsthand in my own life, is that blaming other people does not do anything but push away the responsibility and the need for growth within yourself. Look, at the end of the day, we cannot control what other people do. We can't. I can't control what you do when you leave this video. You can't control what your best friend is going to do or how they're going to treat you. You can't control how your boss, how your coworkers are going to treat you. The only thing you can control is your action and reaction to the things that happen to you. So, let me break this down. Let's say hypothetically you're at work and you work a customer service-ish job where you're interacting with customers on a day-to-day basis. Well, one customer comes into work and they're one of those people that you know is going to be a bit of an issue. They're instantly very negative, they're instantly talking down, and they're kind of just like a gray cloud right when they walk into your work. Well, you've had a little bit of a rough day, right? You've had some things going wrong, you're a little bit sleep deprived, you're just not feeling your best. They come in and instantly that gray cloud that's consuming them also slowly starts to consume you as well. They say something with a little bit of attitude and you kind of give a snappy reply right back. Well, as you guys are going back and forth and things are escalating a little bit, you're keeping it professional, but they're slightly escalating. Your boss walks in and hears you. They hear you kind of being snappy with the customer that just walked in. They pull you to the back room and they say, what was that? Like, why are you talking to a customer like that? And instantly you get straight to defending. You say, well, they came in here and they were saying this, they were being all pissy, they were talking down on this, and this. Is that going to change how your boss feels about the thing that you were doing? No. All your boss saw was you being snappy with a customer. That's all they saw. And no amount of explaining or coping is going to overcome that. Instead, there's really two places here where you can own up and take ownership. First is when that customer walks in, realizing, okay, just because this person is feeling some type of way, just because this person is snappy, just because this person is giving attitude, doesn't mean I have to reciprocate that. Maybe that just means they're having a bad day. Let me see if I can try to be the light in their day. Try to make their day a little bit better. Because something is probably going on, or they're just a miserable person, so hopefully I can make them a little bit happier. But that doesn't have to affect me. There's this little, I don't know if it's a meme or like a a quote or something I saw one time, but it was like all these matches next to each other, and each when one lights, it lights the next one, and it lights the next one, and it's kind of a chain reaction, kind of like a domino might be. Just because something is happening to this person over here, it will eventually make its way around to you, but that doesn't mean you have to stay in place and let it affect you. We don't have to reciprocate the energy of the things people are saying, of everyone around us. We can own up and say, okay, this is on me. I'm going to choose how I handle the situation because that's the only thing I can control. When this person walked in, I could choose to let it affect me and to be pissy the rest of the day, or I can say, you know what? I'm my own individual and I don't have to make the choice to match their energy. So that's point one that you could do better. Point number two is when your boss catches you in the act and calls you back, you can say, you know what? Yes, they were talking a little bit down on me and I reciprocated the energy, but I know I shouldn't have done that. I'll try to be better next time. Which one do you think is going to go a longer way? Owning up to your mistake or backpedaling and saying, no, 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 it's their fault, it's their fault? The answer is pretty clear. And this can happen in every single area of your life. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Our gut reaction naturally is to defend ourselves, to blame other people for the way that we act. But when you get that gut reaction, when you start letting your mood be decided on other people around you, pause for just a second, take a few deep breaths, and say, how would I, the best version of myself, react in this situation? Would I let this affect me, or would I own up and see what I could do best in this situation? Because that's the only thing we can control. When we take control of ourselves in situations, then we can be fully proud of the actions we are taking. And that is the most important thing. So, I want you to think on this and maybe carry it with you for the remainder of today. And whenever something happens, just take ownership for it. And I promise you, it is going to go such a long way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you, I'll leave you with this. For those of you who are wanting to become the best version of yourself, look, I know how hard it is to do it alone. So, down in the description of this video, I have a link to my community Elevate. It's completely free to join right now. There's a free version, a paid version, full transparency, but check it out down in the description. It's basically a community of a whole bunch of like-minded people all trying to become the best version of themselves and pushing each other to do better and better. So check it out down in the description. No harm, no foul. There's some pretty good stuff in there, so I think you'll like it. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, take ownership, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.